How's it going, chat room? Space Potato, ZGS. Greetings, salutations. Welcome to the stream. We're farming some piglin. Some piglin are dying. Now, I can tell I am deeply unhappy with our current setup because I've only hit level 23. I reset right before the stream started, and you can see that I still have aggro. But the frequency in which I get experience is just too damn low. I am not propagating I am not propagating aggro well enough. And like, that's just a no bueno situation for me. And we're gonna go ahead and do that so we can have an off button. And I've got some ideas here. I've been meditating on it, right? I've been thinking about it. I went to bed thinking about it last night. I woke up this morning thinking about it. And I know the solution, because the solution is already used inside of raid farms. And that's alternating trapdoors. Now, I don't want to have to use that. I would rather be able to use just some sort of like straight up logic system. Like rephrase. I would rather use some sort of system that is I would rather use a system that is based on like logic and not on redstone, like mechanics. I don't know how to say that. What did I miss from yesterday? Okay, so TLDR, we finished the frog light farm in the hardcore world, right? And then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, well, what's stopping me from combining the frog light farm with what's stopping me from combining the Froglight farm with the gold farm? And then if I move the gold farm over to work with the Froglight farm, can I turn the gold farm into one of those Piglin XP farms? Okay, then if I have a Piglin XP generation, could I use that the same way that I use skeletons in the overworld and wither skeletons in my nether? Could I use the experience in the same way? The answer is yes. Yes, I could. Okay, so now if I can use the experience in the same way, I'm now getting Froglights, Piglin dropping gold, which means I could build another bartering system, and then I could use the experience to do things like driving basalt generators and tree farms, like nether tree farms. Okay, if I can figure out how to make a zombie piglin farm that creates the experience at the very bottom of its drop chute in the same way that all of our other systems do, then like everything else will just come together. However, zombie piglin farms, one moment. I need lotion. My hands are dry. I washed them right before I started my stream, and I had to walk past girlfriend's office, and she's in a meeting right now, and I didn't want to risk interrupting that meeting. Anyway, if I can figure out how to kill zombie piglin in a I'm opening the blinds, in a centralized fashion, similar to how we do the skeleton farms and the wither skeleton farms, we could have like a crazy all-in-one hub. Yeah. We could have like I said, we could have a Froglight farm. I'm sitting back down now. We could have a Froglight farm. So triple Froglights, magma cream, right? And that still gets generated here. We'd have the zombie piglin drops, which are notably rotten flesh, gold ingots, gold nuggets. Gold ingots, and by extension gold nuggets, can then unlock bartering, and bartering is freaking everything, right? It's like legitimately like 15 different items. Ender pearls, blackstone, gravel, spectral arrows, fire resist potions, fire charges, you know, you name it, bartering does it. And then we would have the experience generation to be able to drive Unbreaking Mending tools. And those Unbreaking Mending tools could do things like driving basalt generators and tree farms. Well, to make a tree farm work, and specifically the nether tree farms, you need a fungus farm. It's like, okay, so we would add a fungus farm. And we'd also add a bone meal generator, which is likely going to be the nether vines. So a massive, all-encompassing, like, mega farm hub inside the nether. If I can figure this out. And it all... Because, like, the tree farms will just work. The fungus farm will just work. The bartering system, we know that'll just work. Like, all of that will just work. I have to be able to figure out how to create the experience from the from the zombie piglin as they fall through these areas. Hey, Brero, do you still have the command to summon a name tag? Do you still have the command to summon a name tag? That's named. Okay, so... Actually, I'm gonna put him in a... That's fine. Okay, bless. Thank you. Oh, hey, hang on. Okay, let's just... Bam. That work? Yes, perfect. Excellent, thank you. So I need... So catching you up, ZGS, I need something. I need some things. I need a way of propagating aggro from this lower area to up here somewhere. Make sure that he's proper stuck. Put that there. Okay, so like... I'm gonna brute force it real quick. Yep, okay. We need a new circuit. We'll make it green. And so basically, this just needs to be a timer where this trapdoor and this trapdoor are offset from each other by an amount of time. I need the zombie piglin to land. Okay, that's good. I need the zombie piglin to land there, this trapdoor to open, this trapdoor to close, enough time to stand here, gain aggro, which might be a little problematic. Maybe that'll fix it. Okay, this Breo's gotta die. That's problematic. Yeah. I'm just curious. Does this work? Can you trap something inside of the container of a hopper? Can he jump out of that? Yes, okay. Well, if I were to put... I'll just get some snowballs and blast him. I have him trapped in a hopper. That's interesting, I think. Huh. Interesting. It lowers his eye line a bit, too. Okay. That guy is proper trapped. Okay. Alright, so now my thought is I need some redstone in order to drive these things, you know, on some sort of offset timer from each other. Presumably I am going to be using a comparator clock. This might be way too long, actually. I think I just built it backwards. Hang on. Oh, buddy, this is way too long. This guy is open by default, which is not what we want. I think I need to basically swap this, because I think that the top one wants to be open by default. Should be doable. Also, where's this chicken? Does this let you guys think that you can get here? Oh. Your boy made a mistake. James? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's just allowing me to take advantage of natural spawns, right? As we continue to, like, dilly-dally around with this. So then, that goes there, this goes here, that goes there, double like that, throw a torch in here, break that block, and like this. And there is a timer where the top remains open. If I elongate that, okay. And now what happens? What are you building? I'm trying to build like an all-in-one mega nether farm. I'm going to have a Froglight farm that uses a magma cube spawner, then powdered snow to basically crush the magma cubes into the smallest form, frogs at the very bottom in order to eat the small magma cubes and thus get the triple Froglight and magma cream. Then, if I can figure out how to propagate aggro correctly in order to have a centralized collection area, to then, well, a centralized killing area might be a better way of saying this, to cause our experience to explode out from the central point, I can use this experience to do things like driving tree farms using mending unbreaking axes, or basalt generators using mending unbreaking pickaxes. Additionally, the gold that is automatically generated I could send into a bartering farm and get like the 15 different items out of a bartering farm. It should be, if I can figure out this one, like, keeping aggro correct. If I can figure it out, then it should be like the greatest end-all be-all nether farm, like combo nether farm ever. Oh no. I need to be able to see what's happening. There's a brief window where they are both open, and that's problematic. Ooh, did I just get it? No, there's still a window here where they are both open. So what I need to do is I need to pause them for a second here. And then maybe still monostable? Maybe this should be inverted? Because it should be closed by default. And this one is staying open by default. It kind of is inverted. Okay, what if we just like blap that in? Oh no, this is just wrong. And this would need to swap sides. Because momentum will carry them. And the same thing will be true here. Okay, let's break some of this down. So what do I need this to do? I need this to remain closed, like always, and then monostable on for like the briefest of seconds. Okay. And I need this one to basically do the same thing in reverse. Okay. So, open, when this one is open, this needs to be closed. And when this is closed, this needs to be open. And this one will need to open and close slightly delayed from this one. Is this a red herring? This might be a red herring. For the record. Open. Let's flip this. And then see if we can take advantage of this repeater a little bit better. He opened too soon. He needs to stay open way longer. Which means that this power can't get back into him for a minute. Okay. Which means that I think this needs to happen. Okay, yeah, that slows it down a fair bit. And then... this needs to do its business much faster. Is that it? Is that it? Might be it. Let's give it a try. Oh. Let's observe for a minute. Turn this back on, which will start to spawn them. Let me get some tinted glass so that way we can see. How are you stuck? Ah, multiple piglin have pushed him to the back, which is now preventing him from falling through. You see it? Okay, what if there's just like an easier way? Okay, I gotta shut this off. Okay, so here's my new... Here's my new idea. Okay, I'm not gonna do any of this. This was all a red herring. This never happened. Here's my new idea. Not doing this, not doing this. None of that. However, that redstone containing blah blah blah, kinda neat. Kinda neat. What about a piston for the bottom? I'll come back to that if what I'm about to try doesn't work. Is that fair? Let's just let me see what's happening a bit better, right? Okay. So here's my new idea. Lamau. If I could just propagate aggro all the way up to this guy, does that solve my problem? And like, if we just say like put a block here, which slows them down just enough. And then our second layer, you know, because you want these layers to be dense. This might still cause some issues because of how the layering will work. You might not even need to have him in a cauldron. Yeah, maybe just on a honey block will be enough. Okay. Having the block there isn't good. So, like, if I were to successfully piss off that guy, make him angry at me. Which, hopefully, this'll do. Now, can I do this per layer? Because it does seem like each piglin is giving me... I'm going to slow this down a bit. Okay. Is each piglin giving me experience? No! Only some of them are. Man, still only some of them? Did I misdo this? Does this go up a block? They should fall, then die. Okay. If I put this back down, do they fall, then die? I think this needs to go up a block. Fall, then die. Yeah, I had this off by one. This is the golden height. Okay, and then I need a snowball, go into survival, ping the dude to propagate the aggro up. See, those two gave no experience. So this is not good. Just got done with your ab workout. Looking forward to watching some good content. Monkey10 Famult, thank you for the follow. Oh, Mr. Folder, thank you for the follow. So how can we get these guys to properly be aggroed every time? Can they see through carpet? Like if I were to replace... Okay. You're gonna die. And then if I put a string here and then a carpet on top, right? Can they see through that carpet? And then I need to trap him still. Because he's immediately going to be able to jump up. Well, he doesn't try to. Okay, so where would the next layer be then? It would be here. Right? Which means that the next... If I were to put carpet on top of this, does that... Do they still track to it? No, definitely not. Yeah, and there they go. Why don't you try to get to it, buddy? You can definitely make that jump. So my question is, if I were to layer these guys... Can't be there, can't be here. Maybe if I slab here, maybe they still think they can jump? Okay, what if I trap door and I put the... Can you put turtle eggs on a trap door? You sure can. You put turtle eggs floating? Is that real? Can you actually just float turtle eggs? Oh, well. That's problematic, though. Because they can just kind of sneak across. Right? How do we get... Because this, so like, here's the issue, right? And I think those guys might be spawning half a block too high. I'll just drop them at 70. Is that, like, perfectly on the floor? Yes. Okay. Because here's the thing, is you want layer density, right? You can see through carpet? Okay. You want layer density, so you want these floors to be 2 blocks apart. Right? And then you need... And then, so, just getting all the zombie piglin... Whoa, what if the answer is way simpler than what I'm doing? What if I just break their fall later? So that way they die in like 3 or 4 ticks at the bottom instead of 1. Whoa. And then I can use all my existing, like, bait systems. And then all I need is, like, an opening here. Right? Something like this. And then... okay. This might be... I'm gonna leave these gold blocks here, but... Conceptually, what if we put the fall break in? See, we don't need any of this. And what if they land with, like, half health, right? And then I don't need to, like, do any of this weird stuff. I don't need to do any of this weird stuff. Oh, we broke something. Oh, the turtle eggs. How are they jumping up? Oh, I gotta go shut it off. How'd you do that, buddy? You weren't able to do this previously. What changed? How do I do my current bait system? It doesn't matter, because that bait system is built for a 2x1 drop, and this bait system's gonna have to be built for a 1x1 drop, so it doesn't matter. They're jumping off the door. Yeah. Well, how do you trick them to going in here, then, without a trap door? Does that work? Let's turn it on. I'm gonna say no. How'd they make that jump, though, is really my question. Hang on, I have another idea. Stop! Well, he got it. Oh, well, a baby made it in, though. See, they still... This is so dumb. They still think that they can do it. What if I move the turtle eggs up by one? But yeah, and then down here at the bottom, what I'm thinking is we have just a standard frickin' thing, right? Same height, same blah blah blah. I'm just hoping that we don't lose our... Right? And then here, and then I'm gonna trap them via honey. Actually, I'll make him a composter. Spawn him inside, and then Control V to get my name tag. Right? See, so this baby can't get through the trap door. So it's safe no matter what. I might just lose a little bit of rates to babies getting stuck. See, those two died without becoming aggroed. So, like, let's increase their health. Right? By moving it down a bit. Let's worst case scenario it, and let's put this right before the bottom. This is the absolute most health that they could possibly have. We're definitely getting a lot of natural spawns in this. So we probably won't get experience from babies. Eyebrows, what is this? I finished making the Froglight farm in the hardcore world, and I had a realization that the Froglight farm could be comboed to get... Why is the Froglight farm behaving funny? My frogs keep dying somehow? No, they're just They're just taking their time. I had the realization after we completed the Froglight farm that because it's a mob spawner based farm, I'm trying to show you. Yeah, you can see there that it uses a magma cube spawner, which you would get from a bastion, that you could build a dark room or like a traditional mob spawn near it. Sorry, my brain is still... I got my booster the other day, and I am just out of it. Anyway, because it uses a mob spawner, it is not affected by lower mob cap. And because it's a spawner, it has a very marginal impact on hostile mob cap. Which means that you could use a mob cap-based farm, e.g. a piglin farm. You could use a piglin-based farm and a mob spawner-based farm pretty well in conjunction with each other. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, okay, I could build... What can I build, was my thought, is what can I build near a magma cube spawner or a froglight farm? And it's like, okay, well, the only real thing that I could build is like a piglin farm. And it's like, well, a piglin farm would go well next to this. A piglin farm would then give me gold. Gold, I could then, just like what we've already got, I could use that gold to set up like a bartering system. And then the barters, you know, give you like 15 different unique items. And it's like, okay. And then if I rebuild this type of farm, of zombie piglin farm, my current farm is like an AFK based auto clicker, right? You're supposed to use your raid clicker on it. But you can build them in a way where, as you can see, I threw a snowball at that singular zombie piglin. He then propagates his aggro through the rest of the piglin that are dying via cramming. So, and because he propagates his aggro to the other piglin, who then die via cramming, those count as player kills, which means that we get their rare drops and we get their experience. That means that this is an automatic gold ingot farm. I don't have to swipe them with my sword or do anything. Additionally, you can see the flow of experience. That, just like the skeleton farm in the overworld and the wither skeleton farm in the nether, you can use this flow of experience to repair your mending and breaking tools while they're actively being used. And so then I was like, okay, what could I combo with this? And it's like, well, I could set up a quartz, or excuse me, not a quartz farm, but a basalt generator, as well as the nether tree farms. And it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then this one farm could do everything from froglights, magma cream, the 15 different bartered items, ender pearls, quartz, black stone, spectral arrows, fire resistance potions, gravel. The list goes on and on there. And then it could also do, you know, you're still gonna get rotten flesh and gold ingots, gold nuggets in and of itself. And then the experience enables things like basalt, warped wood, crimson wood. So it's like legit like 20 to 30 freaking items out of this like one combo farm. And I was like, that sounds like a value proposition that I cannot ignore. And thus, here we are. But the problem that I'm currently running into is every single zombie piglin generating experience? Is my aggro propagating correctly? And this is probably closer to real life rates. And like, it's kind of hard to tell. Like, it looks like their sightlines can see his sightline, right? Are they living long enough for his aggro to propagate? Would it behoove me in order to build, you know, say 3 of these guys? To have 3 of them trapped, right? Does this propagate aggro mo quickly? And actually, real rates still might be higher yet. They might be more like this. It does look like I am able to keep up with the frequency of spawns, though. Excuse me, not the frequency of spawns, but the frequency... Oh. I tried to swap my game mode, I just wasn't fast enough. It does look like I'm able to keep up with the frequency of items. TP negative 69. It's like 760, 50. Negative 150, I think is where we are. Yeah. This is off. See, this is a thing that we'll need to figure out how to fix. Oh god, effect. Give Nims strength. 1 billion seconds. Hide particles true. Oh, I didn't make myself strong enough. Lamau. How do I stop? Do I flip the sides? Is there a reason why you just can't use the 2x1 design you are using in your hardcore world? It would have a real sloppy bottom. Nobody likes a sloppy bottom, you know? I need to be able to get them into a 1x2 space. No. Okay, he still was able to get there. Okay, That's fine. I have some ideas. So, to expand on that, Brero, it comes down to the bottom, and the size and availability for the bottom side of the farm. We don't want the amount of space that we want to be able to move around the center experience area. We want it to be as big as possible. We don't want to have to worry about how do I say it? We don't want to have to worry about them being like in a 2x1 down here and taking up an unnecessary amount of space. Also, cramming gets much harder if it's a 2x1 space. I guess while I'm here, I should take a look at my item storage system. Yeah, 41 item buffer. How are you broken? Did I forget to, like, put the items in you correctly? Oh, I made you too small. I see what I did now. Yeah, I made you too small. Oh, that's just gonna keep happening, eh? Umbrella, Ella, eh? Well, we weren't even getting a good test on our items before, so kind of sad. But now we will. Okay, so what'll happen here with all of these items is they'll stack out like this, right? And they'll stack out. And so every item we generate will then end up in this dropper. Yeah. Hella gold nugs, though. Okay, that is now appropriately sized and spaced and blah, blah, blah. And we're using a double hopper minecart system spread across 3 hoppers in order to handle the sheer number. So this hopper is on the right side of the right hopper minecart. This hopper is shared between the 2 hopper minecarts. And then this hopper is dedicated to the left hopper minecart. So, yeah, it is quite the system. Yeah. Anyway, so what I wanted to try to do is... This doesn't really matter. Those are all natural spawns, dude. Can I raise this up a block? And will they still see it if I do? Turnip, how's it going? I think this is comparable to what I do in my other world. Yeah, I'm getting there. Something like that. Spacebar, please double click. Okay, I'm gonna make this one 73. So I'm currently spawning 2 sets. I'm gonna spawn the second set on 73. Just to get some multi-layer action happening, right? So we can see here that, like, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Okay. Some on the first layer seem to be getting stuck, like they don't want to walk all the way across. Does it actually matter? Where's this little guy going? Yeah, indeed. It is day 2. Okay, so here's the next question. No matter what, I think this always happens. But there just might be some trickery where like, you open it. Maybe. I don't know. Then I want to do the same thing on the 72 block height. And then, you know, this will give me a rough approximation. If I spawn, they eventually see it in path? Sure as shit, dude. And the same thing true down here. Lamau. That's working as intended, by the way. That looks good. See, do I care that they get stuck for half a second like this? just because I'm curious. If I were to move it back a block... Okay. Put the turtle egg here, and the carpet here. Does that prevent babies from getting in while also... Does it stop their jumping? No, it doesn't stop their jumping. And why are you guys all stuck? You think you can get to it from here? Okay, well. Adding the block of depth seemed to cause a lot of new issues. So we're just not going to do it. Is there any way to stop them from jumping? No, I think I like the jumping, honest. Because it's the ones that don't jump. Okay, hang on. Can mobs spawn on ice? I think that no matter what, I'm gonna have the possibility of them getting stuck there on the very last inch. Yeah, no matter what. Okay, but then the question becomes... if I've now got them on the bottom, can I reliably propagate aggro? Feels way better than it did at the beginning. Let's slow this down now. Okay. Let's slow this down so that way I can see if each zombie piglin is generating experience. It's so hard to tell. I'm like honest with we're getting like anything up on this second layer is a natural spawn. I'm just gonna shut this off. See that last guy that died? No experience. Yeah, no experience from either of... Oh. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna make this timer super long. These are real spawns. No way I got both. To be honest, there's so many natural spawns. What if we removed some of the minecarts, so that way we floated a dude down here? Okay. Not dead. Not dying. And see, then he lives for a second. And it's not until the second zombie piglin comes in. I don't know if I like this. I just don't like it. For no reason other than I want my mob cap as open as it can be. Like we already know that we're taking a small hit in rates here because we're gonna have the magma cube farm running. Which, like, conceptually there should be an easy way of shutting that off, right? I just have lava go down. Say I put a dispenser in right here, right? Like this. And then we should just be able to drop lava out of it with, say, a button. Right? And if we did that... Oh, wait. Well, no. Surprisingly, this still works. Yeah. And so then we should be able to do this 4 times. Right. And that should enable and disable the magma cube spawner as needed. However, it kind of looks worse if it's disabled because, like, not all the magma cubes are getting processed now, so now we just have a floating magma cube. 5 floating magma cubes, so it might be better to leave it on because right now, if we had just left it on, we would have 2 floating magma cubes, you know? So the average number of magma cubes would probably be less. Yeah, it's got some catching up to do, though. Honey has a height difference, right? Yeah, 9.3 versus, yeah. Oh no. Away they go. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. Does the baby... Is there a middle block that I could place there? Still contains the baby, but would allow the baby to see the dude? Because it's just, you can see how the baby's sightline is just directly inside that. But I can't put anything on the floor, or else the experience won't flow correctly. So, like, how do I contain the baby? Or how do I contain the baby, still let the baby see the sightline, while also... Do we just accept that we can't see the babies? Are these natural spawns? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fence posts would affect experience travel. Yeah. I'm just trying to see how small I can make it now. Nope, we would still have to have those there in order to contain the babies and the minecarts. Glass pane? I mean, it's got to be some weird floaty thing. An upside down trapdoor is the closest, right? Because a glass pane would still do the same thing. Experience orbs being stuck on it, that is. I also wonder if, like... How do I test that? I also wonder if opening up like this section would help. We can see how they would be able to see him more. That's the problem. I actually think that there's a chance that I want more protections than what I'm giving myself currently. Because, like, if I were to walk into this corner, do I just die? Because, like, all the piglins would attack me? You know? But I'm also trying to keep this, like, appearance as lightweight as possible. Because, like, I don't want to have to deal with things. See, so, like, does doing that increase the amount of time that they have to see this guy here? And thus, become aggroed? First dude didn't even drop anything. Are you heading out? You gotta go. You're gonna go get lunch. Yeah. Well, sounds good. Have a good time. Tell. I've been calling her Metric on stream. Okay. So it's Candy and Metric. Candy's going to get lunch with our best friend, and yeah.
You're gonna get mac and cheese.
You're gonna get mac and cheese.
Bacon and peas.
Bacon and peas. Is it unreasonable to ask you to bring me something home?
Like what?
Oh. You know my palate.
Probably a turkey club.
Yo, if you could give me a turkey club, that would be so sick. I would fucking love that so much. Okay.
I'll do that.
I would appreciate that. Tell her I said hi, and I miss her. Okay. Love you very much. I'll see ya in... Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be snappy. Yeah, so I'll see you in like an hour. Order ASAP. Just as a tip. I got lunch with her last week, and like, you know, be a little demanding of your server, and be like, excuse me, sir, we're ready to order and need to order quick. Yeah, she has an hour lunch, and it'll take her 10 minutes to walk there, 5 minutes for you to drive her back, and you need to have... Yeah. So, you know what you're getting. She probably knows what she's getting. So, yeah. Okay. Bye-bye-bye. Well, I turned back around and I watched 2 piglin die, and neither of them dropped experience. Which I believe is indicative of this still not working. What if I just did this differently? Okay, so what this means is the only way to do this system is alternating trapdoors and have it be lossless. So then a question is it's that age-old question of it's that age-old question of... Is he still aggroed? Oh, kind of convenient. It's that age-old question of, if I slow down the rate that they fall in order to make sure that every piglin is aggroed, yeah, if I slow down the rate that they fall in order to make sure that every piglin is aggroed, just slowing down the rates decrease the amount of experience gained overall. So, would you rather have 90% of $100, or would you rather have 100% of $50? And that's the question, right? And like, I guess I won't know unless I build the redstone version. But see, you can see here that some of them die and don't drop experience. If I were to set this thing to like the expected rates, right? 70. So this needs to be at 73. And we're big pumping now. Effect, give Nims night vision a billion seconds. Or not night vision, sorry, saturation. A billion seconds. One true effect, give Nims fire resistance a billion seconds. True effect, give Nims effect. What is it? Featherfall? What is the thing that makes you take less fall damage? It's not slow falling. I just don't want to take the damage, period. Can I set like resistance? Sure, I'll do resistance. A billion seconds. Set the amplifier as high as it'll go. Untrue. Whatever. There's no way that every single one of these piglin is dropping experience at this point. Oh well. That's a problem. Just see that baby get out. I wasn't sure if that was possible or not. Okay. So some things need to change. Alright, well, that means that we're going back to some older systems. Okay, we're gonna try the redstone thing again. Snow. And now I need to open 2 different trap doors. I need a trapdoor to open here, going that way. Oh wait, this didn't work because of reasons. Okay, so it can't be trapdoors, it's gotta be pistons. Thinking. Okay, so no, we don't want that. It needs to be a full block, and it specifically needs to be a glass block so we don't suffocate. So then this needs to be open all the time until they land right here, right? And now I'm just standing here, and I have, I don't know, a few seconds. I have a few seconds while standing there in which to look. And what's the height of a baby? It's got to be like exactly half a block, right? So I need... Does this let both a baby and a adult see? No, it can't be a chain because a chain leaves like a lip. It's probably still a carpet. Alright, so then we would want a... So the baby's got to be here, so then we want the eye line of... to be standing roughly here, so the baby can see it. Okay, which means we want a composter and call it a honey block, right? Leaving his eyes as open as possible. And then we want a zombie piglin. And then we want that Briro. Bro, you are getting your money's worth, my sir. And then, conceptually, I'm just gonna force this. So, it'll be... Here, let's actually just go... Okay, so none of this matters. We'll put that there and that there. Okay, so... We'll spawn... a few. Right? They fall down. We then propagate some aggro. We close this. Open this. Close this. Open this. Wait, wait, wait. Close this. Open this. Close this. Open this. And like, can that baby see him? Conceptually, I think it can. So that's what we want. Okay, but we actually want it up like 2 blocks higher. Because the golden height for snow is a bit higher than what we have now. Okay. I still want to denote this as the golden layer. Okay. Galejo, how's it going? I don't think I'm gonna get the golden layer no matter what I do. Right, because like... Yeah, this piston is not in the correct spot. This piston needs to go down one. Damn. We've successfully isolated that it can't be done via natural methods. Sadly. I basically put a fall break right here at the bottom, at the absolute lowest it would go. And then I put a dude right here. And we ran into the problem where even at full health, cramming would kill them too fast in order for the aggro to propagate. And we know that well, we can ask a different question maybe. What different methods do we have in which to kill these? I think it's just 2. You could either freeze them or cram them, right? Are there any other methods to kill a zombie piglin? Can't use magma blocks. They don't take... I mean, that's kind of a mechanic that we're already taking advantage of. 1 second, I have to go pee. Okay, I'm back. Are there any other methods that you could use to kill a zombie piglin? Can't use wolves. Wolves don't aggro by default. Just straight up fall damage? That'd kill them too quickly. Iron golems. Can iron golems attack them, but not be attacked back? Or what is the... It's carved. Our iron golem buddy can't really see them. How about taking out some minecarts so entity cramming starts when a couple piglin have fallen? Yeah, it didn't work. I've tried that as well. Laughs and bedrocks trident killers? Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Just a shifting trident thing. Ugh. Do you think this would be annoying? Having an iron golem here, just constantly. But this does also alleviate the need for, like, just because I'm curious at this point. We'll send them, and then they burn and die in lava. Lamau. Oh, they're no longer dropping experience, though. Yeah, I took it down to 20 minecarts. I took it from 23 minecarts to float 1 piglin, and then I kept it at between 20 and 23 minecarts, and it still just wasn't. Especially whenever you start to get higher and higher rates, the fewer losing minecarts matters less and less. This is a problem of item collection. Do you know that the looting 3 enchant applies to Trident Killer? If you threw the Trident and then hold your looting 3 sword in your hand, all mobs killed by the Trident are treated by... Yeah, I think I did know that. It's that just... Ugh, God. Bedrock's got some good things and Java's got some good things, right? I just don't know. Why did the initial burst give me experience, but then it stopped? See, I still think that he would kill them too quickly. Okay, so whenever he hits them, this is so goofy. When he hits them whenever they're still in their falling invulnerability damage window, when he hits them when they're still in their falling invulnerability damage window, it aggroes them, likely because he counts as a player creation, and therefore creates player drops, which allows him to create experience. But the only way for him to aggro a piglin is to hit them in that invulnerability window. It's why, like, I have strength 1 billion, and, like, if I were to hit something the second it fell, it wouldn't die. Let me see if I can do it. I'm hitting something's corpse there. It's so hard to do. Yeah, and this still might be too fast. Okay, so we have 3 ways that we could kill them. I don't know if I want an Iron Golem freaking down here tromping around with me, though. And, like, it would also be quite weird to have the Iron Golem down here, and then have a piglin to propagate aggro down here. Would having an outside piglin in the line of sight of the fallen ones work, with the golem killing them, you mean? No, honest, my current hypothesis, like, my current idea for the way to do this is I don't even know if this is going to be good. My current idea is quite gross, and I'm not super thrilled with it, I'm gonna be honest. I've got a thing I actually want to try before I force the redstone in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we still want these iron bars because your boy doesn't want to accidentally walk in the corner and then, like, get freaking blasted by, you know, a bunch of, whatchamacallits. By a bunch of zombie piglin. Current idea is to take the previous idea that we had and expand on it. Grab that, grab that, grab, you want a composter? Turd. Also a turd. Okay, I didn't think that was gonna work. Put hay under where they fall so they don't take as much damage and add more golems. I think hay lessens fall damage. I mean, I've got... You can use powdered snow to do the same thing, and then it doesn't need to be under it. It could be in line, and I'm doing that already. I will have to have powdered snow in the fall line somewhere in order to make sure that... And you can see here that I've got... Ignore those. That I have the perfect spot marked in gold. But what I think I need to do is something about like this. Honey? Chat room, will you be my honey? Squishy. Oh, hey. Bad Manus, thank you for the new follow. Appreciate it. Wrong. Okay. See, he can't jump out. Actually, I don't even think I need a composter, because I'm going to do this. Ooh, conceptually this could cause a problem, though. Babies could fall in there with him. And we don't want that to happen. Is there a way to prevent a baby from being able to get in there with him? But see, then if I could somehow, like, propagate aggro to these guys, right? And just have a zombie piglin per layer aggroed. Can they see aggro through the honey? Like, is this guy mad at me? Oh, I was like, why am I not taking damage? And then I remembered that I give myself fire resistance a billion. I'm helping the natural spawns get over. So how would I aggro? How would I aggro them? And is there a way to stop a baby zombie from falling in their tube? Like their little thing. We'll see if that propagated through the honey. I doubt it did, but... maybe? No? No, still not getting every piglin aggroed. Okay, I have a new idea. It doesn't even need to be honey here. Like, I don't need to prevent the babies from being able to jump out. Oh, Vieco! How's it going? Any primers? What up? I don't need to be able to prevent them from jumping out. I just need, like... Later, bro. Lamau. Mod check, mod check. What do we need a mod check for? I just need to be able to stop my named guys from getting out. Oh, well. And can he, I don't think he can jump out from that. Can you? Well, he's not trying to jump out. Oh, can I even die? I have resistance 1 billion. Can you jump out? Like, okay, yes, I recognize that you're not jumping out, but can you? Also. Oh, no, still mad at me. Here, and then what if we put like a slab on top of it? Like that. Yeah, babies could... This is the play. Well, hang on. No, is this the play? It might not be the play. I might want it to be carpet, because mobs can typically see through carpet. So, like, is it like string? Here? Carpet there? But why don't you want to jump, buddy? I'm thinking about how to, like, propagate aggro, right? Well. I can fit through that, but can a zombie piglin fit through that? No. So this is proper trapped. Especially considering that... Yeah, no, he is stuck. Okay. So now if I... And see, then we should just be able to continue to stack layers, right? Just like... continue to grow. We would have another piglin here. Why doesn't he jump? Whatever, buddy. And then they're there, right? And then that would be the height for the next layer. by design. Okie dokie. Okay, well, let's see if my aggro propagates if we move this guy underneath. And then if I peg that guy with a snowball, what happens? Badoink. Well, there were 3 of them that didn't drop experience. Why is it so fickle? Doesn't it like to work? How do I get them to see their aggro? Can you just spend an hour placing and breaking honey blocks, please? Oh yeah, I got you. Are all of them dropping experience? Okay, so what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for when they die, and then am I getting experience from that death? I think I have been. I wonder if there's a way to do this where it uses an iron golem to attack higher health zombie piglin. So that way the player never needs to aggro something. You know what I mean? Like, is that possible? Why did it get that much quicker? Why is it this fast? And how am I still getting experience even though I'm in creative? I hope that you're doing well, Yuffie. Please don't die. Yeah, there's a whole wave right there that didn't generate experience. Did it just bug? You came to the closest to death yesterday, and you've literally been followed home by a lion? Yo, where were you that you got followed home by a lion? How can you just casually drop that into conversation and not explain how you were casually followed home by a lion? What was that wave for a second where there was no experience, though? See, like right there, where my experience be? Out of curiosity, can I be meleeed? I don't think so. Oh, I can. Okay, so my iron bars aren't working. Let me get rid of them. And like, why does the rates skyrocket whenever I swap modes? What just happened? Mom and Dad wanted to homeschool their little Arab boy before you went into the U.S. education system. They took me on a safari. And for the record, Yuffie is Arab. For everyone else in chat. They took you on safari and had food in the truck. I saw a baby lion come and tossed it some food until my parents saw and were like, no, please don't. So what you're saying is, wait, so what, did you feed a lion cub, and did the lion cub follow you home? Or, well, I guess there probably wasn't an adult lion that far behind if there was a lion cub nearby. Man, I just don't know. Like, is this worth it? Is this good? You never saw the big lion. Okay. But the cub trailed behind the cart wanting more food. I mean, that just sounds cute. I'm not gonna lie. That just sounds adorable. What am I working on? Zombie Piglin Gold Farm. That's also an experience farm. That is also a Froglight farm. That, you know, and then the rest of this, that would be the easy part. Is a bartering system, is a quartz farm, is a tree farm, is another tree farm. And so you can see the Magma Cube farm down there, giving me 3 different types of Froglights and Magma Cream. The Zombie Piglin Gold farm right here would give me experience, gold nuggets, gold ingots, and rotten flesh. Rotten flesh we may or may not do anything with. We might bring in some clerics. We might not. But then the nuggets will be upcycled to ingots, and the ingots themselves would be given to a Piglin bartering system. And then the Piglin bartering system would give us, you know, the 15 items, something. And then because we have this trail of experience, just like we do in the overworld, we'd be able to use this trail of experience in order to repair my tools while I'd be able to repair my tools while words, hang on. I'd be able to repair my tools while I'm AFK using them. Flesh should be compostable? Yes, it really should. How's it going, Uskull? Yeah, rotten flesh should 100%. All meat products in the game should be compostable, right? Not just rotten flesh. I mean, if there was going to be one meat product in the game between, you know, the beef, pork chop, whatever, it should be rotten flesh. It's already halfway there, right? So you're relocating the gold farm or just building another? I would just end up building another, right? Oh, Turnip with the 300 bits! You may have just answered my question, but I'm currently working on a perimeter for my Z Piglin farm. I've been wondering if I could have clerics there to trade the rotten flesh to. Yes, you can. I mean, it'll be a little bit difficult. You're right. You'll have to get them from the overworld. You can't leash villagers. So, like, I don't know, minecart them, boat them, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Going all right. It finally solidified again after melting outside in the 90 degree weather. Yeah, that sounds miserable. I hear Europe is on fire right now. Or is every zombie piglin dropping experience? I still can't tell. Well, wow, my FPS is like painful. Yo, Uskull with the sub. Wait, no, Turnip with the gifted sub. And why does going into creative make the rates do this? What is happening? Is it spawning too quickly and they just can't funnel through fast enough? And sometimes upon switching game modes... Oh, the lower floors are having a problem where they would be blocked by the upper floors. I see it. Okay. No, stop. Because, like, all of this experience implies that they crammed. You idiots. Why don't you jump? And I am also getting natural spawns in this, right? Like, I'm leaving... Right? So, like, if a piglin spawned over here, it would just eventually see the turtle egg and path, right? Is this attempting to min-max Nether Farm's creative world? A little bit, yeah. See, so like these guys want to walk in. But because of the falling ones on top of them, they're a little slower to fall in than their upstairs neighbors? Maybe? That's my running theory, but it doesn't look that way. Putting it in you. Don't you need to open out all sides to maximize? I want all of my piglins to spawn in a 1x1, or to fall into a 1x1 area, so that way I'm trying to make an AFK platform. I'm honest, I'm kind of well known for these. By being able to make an AFK platform, you can use this funnel of experience. Let me, hang on, grab a snowball, swap to survival, ping this dude, right? By using the experience that you're getting from this river of experience, you could repair your unbreaking mending tools while they're actively being used. So if you had something like a quartz generator and then a mending unbreaking pickaxe, you would be able to mine at your quartz generator for literally forever, because the experience would repair your tool. And you might say, oh, well, Nims, what about starvation? Wouldn't you eventually starve to death? Well, no, because a regeneration beacon heals you faster than starvation kills you. So a combination of some sort of XP flow with a regeneration beacon means that you could AFK at something like a quartz generator, excuse me, not a quartz generator, a basalt generator forever. Similarly, you could do this with like all of the tree types. No TNT, no wither cages needed. You could have the sapling in your offhand and the axe in your main hand, and then you would be able to hold right click, hold left click, plant your sapling, and cut down the tree all simultaneously. Same thing, your axe will never break because it's being repaired, and you'll never run, well, You will run out of food and saturation eventually, but you will never die because the regeneration beacon will heal you faster than starving kills you. So using these things all in conjunction with each other is like a really, really, I don't know, fun way for me to play Minecraft. But the problem that you run into is this experience only trails out so many blocks. It's roughly 5 or 6. And when zombie piglin die, I don't know why this happens. When zombie piglin die, the experience can explode out onto the other side of the platform. So like if I were all the way out here, right, the experience that explodes out, I don't know what this side is, call it, this is the south side. So the experience that explodes out on the north side might never make it to me because it's too far away. Indeed, you can see some of the experience not even moving. So this is too far. So you have to create a platform that is roughly the size of experience orb tracking. Yeah, you have to make a platform that's roughly the size of experience orb tracking. And experience orb tracking is only like 5 or 6 blocks. So if you count from basically the opposite side, this is your 0th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And it can kind of go like 6.5, so sometimes you can stand here. Let's see, so this works. Out of curiosity, because we're aggroing them at the top, why do we need them to die down here? Couldn't they just die to fall damage? Yeet! Whee! Why does this keep happening? I mean, I know I'm forcibly spawning them, right? I know that. But just like, how do they all manage to come through at the exact same moment? This is... They're not falling to death? Question mark? This isn't enough fall height? So if you had a 3x3 instead of a 1x1, it wouldn't work? No. Nah, real simply, nah. What is that called? The thingy, the spike thing? Stalactite? Yeah, because of, or, I mean, okay, so what would happen is your area in which experience orb tracking isn't going to change. Basically, this outer platform is just what you have. But what would change is the containment of your piglins would need to get bigger, right? And so you would need an area of this size in order to contain your falling piglin. And like, that makes this area real small. And like, dripstone. Okay. Is that damage at 1? Yeah, let's shut this off for a second. Is that not? And this has a hitbox, right? So this is gonna screw up my flow of experience. Did I put this at the wrong height? They're falling. 0, 1, 2. I mean, I could just look at it. 49. 67. Let's get rid of the lower spawns. We'll just make them all upper spawns. No spikes, no nothing needed. Cramming ammo is better than just raw falling? I'm aggroing them up there, so like I don't need to cramp them down here. They just fall and die. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna slow this down. And I'm gonna re-aggro him, just to make sure, because I did game mode swap there. Is each singular dude generating experience? No, there was a dude right there that didn't. Let me scoot back a little bit. Also, how did this baby zombie not... How did he do this? How did you know that was going to happen, Yuffie? Can't use water because it's the nether, but lava flow. What if you did a 3x3 platforms with the water flow to force them into a 1x1 at the bottom, but they still get stuck? So the part of the issue there is rates. If you have multiple tiered floors, like yes, I could do, but your point still stands, Pudding. Your point still stands. I'm just gonna make it lava, right? I'm not gonna straw man you like that. If we were to use a lava flow, or even let's say pistons, right? Or even then we could drop them onto a different tier and use another turtle egg, right? In order to further bait them into a 1x area, right? There are multiple ways that we could do this. The problem with all of those ways is it slows down the speed of them getting into their final, well, death, right? And the longer that a zombie piglin is alive, the lower the overall rates will be. We want them to spawn, fall in a hole, and die instantly. Boom. Like that. No questions. Like, I don't want to have to worry about them like transferring from a 3x3 to a 1x1. I don't want to have like piston clocks. I don't want to like reduce my rates because of like marginal light levels. I don't want to have to worry about them like fighting the current of lava, right? I don't want to have to worry about any of that. I want them to fall in a hole and die instantly. So it's a good suggestion, but only as a last case, like the worst case scenario. Okay, so Yuffie, how'd you know this baby was gonna live? Because baby piglins have shorter hitbox and Mojang change how they calculate fall damage. It used to be front feet, but now it's from their eye line. They need just one more block to die. That, or it was on top of a chicken that froze in the powdered snow. Well, interesting. Well, there is no powdered snow anymore. Right? I've removed all of it. Because I'm using Piglin here, right? There's a name Piglin, there's a name Piglin, and it seems like they can see aggro through trapdoors. So I'm actually just hitting this guy, and then this guy is propagating his aggro up, right? Do you not go on the roof? Aren't rates better up there? That's a complicated question. Personally, no, I don't build on the roof. However, literally, rates are not better up there. Rates, however, are easier up there, and that's an important denotion. Conceptually, the closer to Y0 you can build, the better your rates are. But that's only if you perfectly chunk clear everything between you and Sky. I don't think Bedrock counts. I think it ignores Bedrock. So if it's only air and Bedrock above you, then the closer to Y0 you are, the better your rates are. Again, that being said, I'm also not a nether roofer. I think that I play Minecraft, and I'm not shaming people that do this. I want to say that first and foremost. I want to play Minecraft inside of everyone. Rephrase. Let me step back. Everybody should play Minecraft in the way that they have the most fun. That's it. That's the biggest thing. For me, I want to play Minecraft in the way that is close to intended Minecraft, right? To which end, I don't want to use wither cages. Well, rephrase, I would use a wither cage. I'm just scared of them. I don't want to use TNT duping, right? Because that's not an intended thing. I don't want to use nether roof, because that's not intended as a gameplay mechanic. So, yeah. I would have to build a perimeter. That is correct. So why are these guys doing this? Whatever. Well, I'm kind of wanting to change this a little bit. Bedrock is sadly counted in spawn calcs. Ah, that sucks. Okay, well, all of that doesn't matter for the nether. So, what your Y coordinate is in the nether does not matter, sadly. Yeah, that actually breaks my heart. You're new today, right, Pudding? So you haven't actually seen my hardcore world. Because I've just been doing redstone testing today. Okay, well, dang. I already have some of this. I'll give you a quick tour of, like, the nether base, what I'm planning on combining and what I'm planning on doing. So right off the bat, okay, well, this is my current zombie piglin gold farm, right? And it's just a zombie piglin farm. That's all it is. It doesn't do anything. Well, it's also a bartering system. So I have this guy here that he holds my aggro, and I give him aggro by hitting these guys in the foot. So now he has aggro, right? He's got aggro, now he propagates it back, and then I could AFK right here, and I get tons of experience. They drop their golden nuggets. I get tons of golden nuggets. They also drop their golden ingots. They also drop rotten flesh and swords, but I pick up all that. I sort what I want, and then I trash the rest. The golden ingots I would then take, I would craft them, and then I would put them into this barrel. Here, I'll do a few. A single, I think 63 is divisible by 9. Sure is. So if you watch, it's going to count down by 2 at a time. 7 to 5, 5 to 3. And it does 2 items every 2.5 seconds. Because that's the same thing as 4 items every 5 seconds. Well, I have 4 piglin barters going. So 4 piglin every 5 seconds is 4 barters every 5 seconds, right? And then I have a dual filter array here. Oh, I just scuffed all of my jumping. A dual filter array there in order to handle the sheer amount of blah, 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 right? All those items. Then I also use a wither skeleton farm. That is also my own design. Over here. Now what's really cool about this is, my bait chamber is very good. It's like the smallest wither bait chamber I've ever seen. It also works with 2 layers, which it's just so convenient. And then down here on the bottom, I use wolves, which auto aggro to wither skeletons to one-shot kill the wither skellies, and thus, because the wolves are tamed by the player, when they kill something, it counts as a player kill, so I get the experience orbs. And then because it still counts as a player kill, I also get wither skulls, right? Well, now that I have an automatic flow of experience, I could do something like I could. Yeah, let's do it with Crimson. I keep going. My setup here isn't perfect yet. I'll full concede that. If I put fungus in my offhand and my axe in my main hand, and then aim just under the first pixel here, I can hold both right click, left click, and then I can cut down this tree forever, right? I don't need TNT duping, because that's not my interpretation of Minecraft. I don't use TNT duping. And also I'm scared of wither cages in a hardcore world, right? Conceptually, I would use, like, just saying, I would use something like a wither cage. I would use maybe, like, let's say there was a way that you could use a creeper aggro system to blow up your trees. I would use that as well. They just scare the crap out of me because it's hardcore, and the idea of this is being AFK, so I don't want to have to worry about a creeper aggro system or a wither cage going awry or something like that, right? So yeah, and I'm able to AFK here. I'd never need to worry about my axe breaking because the experience is keeping my tool fully repaired. So I want to combine, effectively, all of that together. I want to be able to combine everything together using... Oh, I didn't mean to clip my head. Using the Zombie Piglin Gold Farm. Using the quad bartering system. Turning the Zombie Piglin Gold Farm into an experience-based farm that's a bit more reliable and open. And building all of that on top of what I've already got down here, which there's not going to be a good view for this, actually. I'll force it. I've got a magma cube spawner here, and then that leads to the frog farm. The frog light farm, rather. So yeah, if I could build, so now using those 3 examples back in the redstone world, I have emulated the height of my frog light farm here, right? The magma cube spawner is at, what is this, 37? So clearly I can make this work, right? We've already got this part built. Then on top of it, I would want to build a zombie piglin gold farm, and then on if I could somehow create a smooth flow of experience from the zombie piglin gold farm, I would then be able to build a basalt generator, those tree farms, and because it's then a I want to more properly optimize for AFKing at the zombie piglin farm, so that way I can get more gold nuggets, more gold ingots, and thus barter even better. So that's the idea. I browse through smaller MC streams on occasion, so maybe I've stopped them. Don't think so. Okay. Like him so far, I might stop him more often, depending on technically at work right now. Just working from home, and slow. Oh, hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. So, like, we are deep in, like, the research and development of this system, right? I build everything myself. Okay, he says, be right back. Gotta make foods. I can respect the making of food. That's something that we talk about a lot. I'm gonna ask him what food he made whenever he gets back. I'm also gonna move this up by, what, 2 blocks? What is this at? 70? Okay, so Yuffie, what is the height that I should have had this floor at to make sure that upon impact I kill everything? Okay. Zach. E. Jones, how's it going? Those you just need to use a breadbox breaker to destroy the roof. They exist, and I've done it. Just sucks. Yeah, I don't want to have to do that. I in the same way that I think getting on top of the bedrock is a bit cheesy, I think that breaking the bedrock is a bit cheesy. And in order for it to adjust the rates, you have to break all of the bedrock in that chunk. And so you're talking about, you know, whatever this RAM loading block override glitch is. Like, I remember when it used to be as simple as you would just grow a dark oak tree and it would eventually break it, right? I remember those days. Two more blocks to be safe is fine. Well, I'm gonna move this up I'm gonna move the bottom up by 1, right? So that way this can be at Y50, a nice even height, right? And so then I'm thinking about what is the minimum range that mobs spawn at? Minecraft. Like, isn't it like 24 blocks away? I'll remember. I always feel like I have to look this up, and then I always come across that same, like, sphere infographic. Eddie K. Yeah, here it is. It's 24 blocks away. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to raise this up to Y50, and then I'm going to raise the bottom floor up to Y75. Pudding, I want to ask you something. What did you get for lunch? We talk about food like every single stream. Right before you got here, my girlfriend was going on like a girls' lunch date. And I was like, oh yeah, hey, where are you going? And I was like, will you pick me up food? And she's gonna bring me back a turkey freaking club. I like turkey clubs so much. If I had a rainy day food, if I had a desert island food, bro, it's a turkey club every single time. Give me that sourdough. Get with a little bit of aioli. Give me like a crushed avocado, some tomatoes, some freaking, some lettuce. Give me a little bit of bacon, that honey smoked bacon. Give me that turkey, give me that ham, and then maybe a little smear of aioli on the other side on a nice sourdough bread. Oh, I would die. I'm making frozen barbecue chicken pizza and a couple pieces of garlic bread. Bro, I'm from Kansas City. We have some of, and I'm not going to get into the politics of who has the best barbecue. However, I will say that Kansas City undoubtedly has some of the best barbecue in the world. I love barbecue so freaking much. My god, Nims, I just ate. You're in Omaha? What up? So you probably come down to Kansas City sometimes. Do you know where Maryville is? That I worked in KC for a couple months, and I went to all the barbecue I could. Oh, I would have given you the list, right? I lived in Maryville for a bit. I never made it up to Omaha, but I knew a lot of people from Omaha. A lot of people from Des Moines, a lot of people from Omaha. Des Moines. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go for it, right? I just need to pull the trigger on the things that I'm doing, right? Yeah. And then I need to emulate the things that I've built here on the next floor. Okay, so then it would be... The height... Excuse me, the height wasn't working, and I need to readjust the height. And if I'm also building this to spec, like if I want to make sure that this will properly work as intended in the live hardcore world, then I need to build it correctly. And so I'm not going to have like weird placeholdery stuff. I'm actually going to build this like all the way out. But I have the vision now, so like this should be a very speedy build. Boom. See? Look at that. Speed. It's about drive. It's about power, chat room. We stay hungry. And I'll worry about everything else later down there. There's my rails. There's my rails. Put that there. No, stop. Excuse you. Excuse you. And then I need iron trapdoor to go there. And weirdly, experience orbs can just glide across this. It's great. Went to Joe's Jack Stack, Q39. Q39 is like, those are good. Those are good. I would have also recommended Arthur Bryant's, because while Arthur Bryant's is not traditional Kansas City barbecue, Arthur Bryant's is the historical barbecue pick. Like Arthur Bryant, is, God, I read a whole freaking like biography on this. Not a biography, but like a what is that called? Dude is the reason that we have barbecue in Kansas City. Like he's one of the he started in, I think it was Louisiana, somewhere in the South, and brought it up to KC. Anyway, that's the historical pick. Q39 is like the touristy pick, like. But Gates, having like an old woman yell at you for what your barbecue is the quintessential barbecue experience. And so I would have also recommended Gates. Joe's is really good. Slaps is really good. Jack Stack is like more of the ready to be mass produced barbecue. Like it's fine. It's okay, but Jack Stack is the most likely to turn around and become like a Walmart brand of Kansas City barbecue, you know? Like it's not bad, but it's also it's just like it's the Walmart brand of KC barbecue. That's what it is. And again, Q39 is also not bad. That's what Andy Reid, the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, that's what he loves. He goes to Q39 all the time. But Q39 is the tourist destination. Again, it's very clean. It's very like you sit down prim and proper and like you have some nah, you need to go to Joe's. You need to go to Slaps. You need to go like you should have barbecue sauce dripping down to your elbow by the time that you're done, right? Like that's the true barbecue experience. Anyway. I went to the one near Micro Center. Bro, I was at Micro Center like 2 days ago. I got a 3070 Ti. Oh, also, Micro Center had a deal. Chat room, I don't know if you have a Micro Center near you, but Micro Center was literally giving away SSDs the other day. Like straight up, I have 2 SSDs, and like, make no mistake, these are probably very poor quality SSDs. Probably. But I got 256 gigabyte SSDs, which is more than fine. Like if I what is it called? RAID zeroed them, so that way it turns into one 500 gig drive. Like if I RAID zeroed these, this would be perfectly fine. And a 250 gig SSD is like still fine for a boot drive, especially, you know, everybody's coming out with their own subscription service, so like, yar har mateys, right? It's time to raise the pirate flags and resume our torrenting of movies and videos. Not that I'm condoning this, chat room. For legal reasons, I cannot tell you to pirate things. However, I would say that, like, I could empathize if you wanted to. And if you had a really low quality SSD that you really didn't care if it just died on you randomly, maybe that would be an okay SSD for all of your pirated movies and shows. Okay, anyway. Need to make an IKEA soon to the desk stuff, so I'm going to Micro Center and Jackstack. I mean, can I recommend not Jackstack? But like, if you want to, that's fine. That's fine. I'm a movie connoisseur. If my SSD died with movies on it, you'd cry. Well, it just depends if they were legally acquired movies. Well, then you would cry. But if they were legally acquired movies, you could probably just reacquire them legally, right? But if they were Yar Har Mateys movies. Okay, I think this is now a Y50. It sure is. So I'm going to move this up to Y20 or Y75. Yeah, because I just don't want to have to worry. Conceptually, I want mobs can't spawn inside of 24 blocks of the player. If I put it at Y75, then mobs will always be able to spawn, right? And so this is what I'm actually starting to test. And then, because it's at Y75, I believe zombie piglin die in a 23 block fall. What should you go to if you could only make it to one? What's the one that's in the side of a gas station? That's the best one. Not Arthur Bryant's. Shit. Is it Joe's? Hang on, I gotta check. Yeah, it's Joe's. It's for sure Joe's. Yeah, Joe's, I would say Joe's or Slaps is probably the best KC barbecue. But if you've already been to Joe's, like, feel free to branch out, right? They've got a couple of locations. I think their gas station location is just their original location. Okay. Where's Slaps? You know, Slaps might be too far away from you. If you're going to Micro Center and IKEA. You might actually still go right by it if you're driving in from Omaha. Yeah, you'll probably go right next to Slaps. It's in Kansas City proper. You know, it's not like Independence or whatever. Yeah, it's Kansas City, Kansas. That's where it's at. It was good. Right off of I-70. You might go past it if you take like I-635 in to get to like IKEA and Micro Center. Yeah, conceptually you should be able to hit it on your way home or on your way into town. Like, it's not that close to Micro Center, all things considered. However, it is roughly between Micro Center and Omaha, so like freaking maybe. It's like 29 south, then it turns into something. 71. I mean, it's like 21 or 29, 71. It's all kind of the same thing. It's one of those things where like 3 highways merge together. And 3 highways merge together, and then they all get their names get used interchangeably. I shouldn't have made it. I should have replaced it with air, and I didn't, but it's okay. This means I got a little bit more work ahead of me. Okay, so at this point, we don't want any of this, and then the height would be 1 above eye level, is where we put the turtle eggs. 1 above eye level. So if this is eye level, 1 above that would be here, right? And now there's no, and see, so what it would have been previously is it would have been like this. And then we need some trapdoors. I want some prettier trapdoors, chat room. We're going spruce. And then it's just trapdoors all the way down. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ch. Yep, no, yep. Do we agree with this, mostly? I'm gonna take this down, actually, just so I can see it and know what's happening. BEA, beautiful. Okay, so, I mean, this is all, that all gets filled in, and then we want, where'd my spruce trapdoor go? There it is. Right, and then that would bait them in. Oh, hey, maybe? Looking good. Right? And then it's just this sequenced all the way up. Nims, weren't you having trouble with the inflow of piglins from the top caused the bottom levels to bottleneck? Did you figure out a way to solve it? I'm just not going to worry about it. Yeah, I don't think that that is enough of a detriment to call for a redesign. Is this correct? Was it at feet height? Oh, this changes. If you don't acknowledge the issue, it's not an issue. Got it. Well, hey, it still would be a problem. I just think it's going to be such a marginal problem that, like, it'll basically be irrelevant. There we go. And that should have worked correctly. I mean, that looks good. Okay, I'm back. Gotta let fool. What did you wait? What did you get for dinner, or what did you get for lunch? Wait, hang on. I actually have a text, and that might be from girlfriend asking me if she got me a turkey club. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna throw 4 layers on this, just so that way I can make sure that the spacing continues to work as we have multiple turtle eggs. So we're not gonna do this. So then this goes up. Bro, I'm so excited. I hope her, like, girls' lunch date went well. How's the progress going? Bro, excellently. Excellently. We are in the final testing stages of the design. Yeah, final stages of testing the design. No. Conceptually, we'd put a roof on it. That way we didn't have to worry about anything. It can't be bothered. Okay. So then if it's the first layer, one above, it would be the third layer, the turtle egg would be one above, which means that the turtle eggs would go here. And I technically don't need 4, right? That's very excessive of me. I'm not that rich. Is that it? Any IKEA suggestions for a desk? Trying to stay under 500? I would just do what everybody else does. And I would get those 2 IKEA foldable, or not foldable, the 2 IKEA drawer systems. And then I would go to, like, Home Depot and I would buy a butcher block. Like a kitchen, what are those called? Yeah, one of those kitchen butcher block things. And I would stretch it, span it in between your 2 IKEA things. And then I might clamp it, or otherwise, yeah. Then you have to stain and sand and stuff. I mean, I think that you can get that done for you, but... don't need that anymore. That's what I would do, though, because especially if you're gonna have, like, I don't know, I have a triple monitor set up, and then I also have a triple monitor mount, so I just have a single pole connecting my 3 monitors to the desk. This desk is great. I'm very happy with what I have, but it was like an Amazon purchase, and it was like a very thin particle board desk. In order to reinforce the pole that is holding up my 3 monitors, I bolted, like, I'm looking at it, I bolted multiple, say like 1x8s to the bottom side of that mount, to make sure that it didn't like bow or flex or shift over time. If I had to do it again, I would do what I just recommended to you. Is I would have some sort of shelf or something that... Oh. This is... They're not at the correct height. Let's try again. Lamau. Okay, this looks good. Okay, and then I have one more thing I gotta be able to... Ah! No! Ribbit. It was more a play off of I Am Not Rich IRL, but like, sure, Yuffie, you can run with that if you want. Oh, wow, I can't believe I still have that queued up. Okay. No, wait, was this correct? No, it was not. Yeah. It needs to be that, then that, then that, then that. Right? And so now all of these dudes are named and in sequence with each other. And so whenever I come back down here and I do this, and then I get rid of this, and then I do this, and then I do this, and I ping this guy. Please work. Please, for the love of babies. It doesn't look like they're aggroed. Maybe, wait. How is there exactly one of them that was aggroed? Is this guy not able to propagate as good as he was before? Move that down one. I'm sorry, Brero, it needed to be done. Okay. So now, do you think I can hit that guy? Give Nims Snowball. I got him. I figured one of those was bound to hit him, right? 75 would mean that the... I don't want to try to figure out what the next layer up is. It's probably 3. It's probably like 78. Yeah, I could have. Whoa! Okay. Might be a little fast right now.
Not every one of them is aggroed. Why? Nims, if I make you a turkey club, will you come grease me with aloe vera? Why did you have to describe it as greasing you with aloe vera? You know, conceptually, I would rub aloe vera on like a friend's back in BD, right? Like, I could do that. I got you. You're in pain. But why'd you have to describe it as greasing? You have a world tour somewhere? I do. It's very outdated, though. There's a proper even world tour command, if you were so inclined. God, all the squish. The idea of the world, though, is to have everything as interconnected as possible, which is kind of the... I mean, you can kind of see what I'm going for with that here, right? Like, I'm going to have a Froglight farm, Magma Cream farm with a Zombie Piglin farm that generates experience and gold. I'm going to use the gold to barter the experience. I'm going to use to drive a Basalt farm and a Crimson Tree farm and a Warped Tree farm, right? So you can see the interconnectedness that I am trying to achieve here in this build. And that's basically the same concept that I have approached all of my Minecraft with. Maybe he needs to be closer, I don't know. Make it work. Why? It'd be what, every 3 layers? So 78 is 81, and 81 is 84. So let's slow this down a lot. So it's 75, 78 is 81, 81. Oh, well, that's fine. I'll just place this one, right? 75. 78, and then 81. And then we'll go ahead and put this guy here. And then this one would be 84. Right? And now we should have a zombie piglin spawning on every layer, you know. But the aggro isn't propagating anymore. If we give the standard YouTube link, people might watch something else too. I mean, that's fair. But Nims, if you have all your farms around here, when we use the Wither Skelly one, you know, the Wither Skeleton might become out of date, honestly. Still a good farm. Still need Wither Skulls, but like... it might... Oh, he jumped out. It might be one of those things where, like, it goes the way of enders, right? Okay, so a question that I have, is there a way to keep them all permanently aggroed up here? Like, let's say I've created a tiny, little bitty, itty bitty, teeny weeny, like platform for an iron golem to attack and kill zombie piglin. Right? Like, the tiniest But because the Iron Golem is created by the player... Yeah, if Girlfriend's on her way home with food, I am probably going to end the stream when she arrives with food. I am very hungry. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blap here. Okay. Where's he at? There he is. Okay, so conceptually, what if I had just a platform here and an iron golem inside of it? Doesn't even need to be this big. So that every now and then something can spawn in here. Our iron golem would then see it. Our iron golem then kills it. Whoa. Buddy, no. Oh, stop. You're fine. Quit. You're complaining. Okay, you're good. Okay, that's about what I wanted. Except... No, buddy! I didn't mean to do that. Like, what if... Right, you have something like that, then on this side you have something that is designed for ideally so that way your iron golem can get a kill every now and then. My man. You gotta step up. Okay, does that make him angry? Okay. Yeah, see. Are they just now forever? Okay. This does not work. For whatever reason, they think that the best way to get to this iron golem is through, like, this block. And apparently it supersedes the turtle egg pathiness. Nims, would you ever host a follower D&D campaign? Yeah, it's like what would you call that? It is a blue sky wish list thing for me. I kept looking for normal mode, but there is no normal mode. Well, I should be working probably better if I bail. Well, it was nice meeting you. I appreciate the follow. I appreciate the sub. It was nice chatting. I've lost aggro. Why? And how do I... No. How do I keep aggro forever? Really, definitely join. I can also DM since I have an entire map setting and potential storyline. The thing is like it would have to be like a 3 to 5 shot, right? You don't want to expect people. You don't want to expect people to like have to be there over the course of years for an online campaign as part of a blah blah blah, right? Why are these guys jumping out? How do I keep them angry? I'm like really struggling here. Well, let's go down like say 15 blocks and then do some trapdoory business. Okay. Whatever, it's fine. Is he named? He is. Oh, wow. That's just not gonna work. Can you jump? Yes, you can jump. trying to contain him inside of the bowl of the hopper. Come on, get done with him. Does that contain him? Oh my god, I can't believe it actually does. Okie dokie. Well. I got 2 experience orbs. Another 2 experience orbs. Like, what am I supposed to do? How do I get aggro to go from down here to up there? Uskal, think you're gonna have to turn in? Being out of the sun all day sure makes you sleepy? Yeah, it does. Well, have a good sleep. I hope you're doing well. This is the dumbest thing. This really is the dumbest thing. But it's working, so like, haha. Like, what's going on here? Why? Why are they not aggroed? Why are they like chasing me? I'm in spectator. How is this possible? I'm in spectator mode. Save and quit. Just try again. I think the distance of the Seegator aggroed pigs from you is a problem. Okay, well, they're no longer aggroed. Okay, I go survival. Okay, so see, this is expected behavior. And then give Nim Snowball 16. Maybe it's just bugged? This is, I would say, roughly what I expect the rates to be like in a perfectly cleared perimeter, whatnot. Yeah, these guys were previously aggroed. There's a command that's like kill everything that's not named Briro. Oh hey girlfriend,
I brought you food.
you brought me food?
Food.
Food? How's your lunch? It's good.
I got mac and cheese.
You got mac and cheese?
Yeah.
That's
With
good.
Bacon and cheese and caramelized onions.
Bacon and caramelized onion sounds good. Pea sounds real gross though. Yeah, did you tell Metric that you have peas in it? Because she thinks peas are gross too. Gross. Well, that's because she doesn't like peas. Lamau. It's only kind of working.
Why is it only kind of like?
I don't know.
It's changed a lot since I left. At least, is this the upper part that you're talking about?
No, kind of. It's the middle part.
Because when I was looking earlier, it was they were like running towards a captured zombified pigment
Oh.
on the side.
That's the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, they're supposed to run into this thingy and then fall down this tube and die.
Well, where I saw them at was there was like powdered snow.
Yeah, well, I got rid of the powdered snow.
Eating them into a hole.
Eating them into a hole. That is an accurate statement.
Oh, I gotta. Have fun. Good luck. I hope you figure it out.
Yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna call it a stream. My brain kind of hurts. I'm feeling really weary, and like I want to eat.
Turkey.
There's a turkey and fries. Did you put it in the fridge? Please pull it out of the fridge. Anyway, chat room. We're gonna work on this tomorrow. We're gonna get it figured out. It's gonna be the greatest nether build that you've ever seen. I appreciate all of you very much. Turnip gifted sub. Turnip with like 300 bits as well. Shout out that guy, Vieco. And putting it in you. Lamau. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you haven't, be sure to follow the Discord, follow the stream. This kind of works, but I want it to really work. And once we get that really work down, it's going to be incredible. And I'm really excited for that moment. You guys are wonderful. You guys are awesome. Love you very much. I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow night.